Alright, so this is Donkey Kong Country 101%. Basically, 101% means you have to beat every single stage and get all the bonuses. You just have to enter the bonus. Completing the bonus is actually not required. So here's the first trick. We lose Donkey Kong, and then we have to do this extended roll, which, Ethan, if you want to explain extended rolls.
So, if you let go of Y while rolling through an enemy and repress Y, it restarts the roll animation again. You'll see this in almost every level. It's pretty much a gimmick in the game. Yeah, almost. Not every, but like most parts. And it's a really cool way to go around fast. You don't see it in any other Donkey Kong. It's unique to this game.
And here's something that's
really cool.
Here's something that's funny. It's actually faster to fail bonuses because that's a shorter animation than winning bonuses. So you'll never see me finish a bonus like successfully. And also
another thing, if you have the level already beaten, you can start select on the frame you enter a bonus and skip the bonus entirely.
And what you saw me
still counts as it being complete.
And what you saw me do there was a fanfare skip. We can mash A, B, X, or Y, and it skips the victory fanfare for beating a level, which adds up to like 52 seconds in the run.
And it only works on versions 1.0 and 1.1.
And it doesn't work in the Japanese version as well.
Yeah.
Why?
The next bonus that hey DC, are you gonna go for bonus jump or not?
I want to try for 1 in this run.
Alright, so what we call a bonus jump is this upcoming bonus that he's gonna go into or is already in right now, I can't tell. Whatever. He's gonna lose the bonus purposefully, and then once the animation is gonna start with him jumping on his hat, he only has 1 frame to hit the jump button, and Diddy will do a super jump.
I went too early.
He got it, he was early, and if you miss it, or if you get it, you still lose time. Trihex would be proud.
Yes, Trihex would be very proud. Confirmed.
Oh god.
Hey, don't talk shit about somebody that hosted the fucking stream. Because he hosted us.
Hosted us earlier, it was pretty cool.
Yep. Cool guy.
I agree.
So basically, World 1's pretty straightforward. There's no warps or anything. You just gotta go fast. World 2 starts all the warps and quitting out of levels.
Yep.
Yeah, World 2 is actually a pretty technical world for 101% in my opinion.
And I think one of my least favorite levels of the earlier game is Bouncy Bonanza, by far.
My favorite level?
Yeah.
Only you.
Mostly because you don't get the checkpoint in that level, and 'cause it's a lot slower. So dying, and especially at the end, there's some tricky jumps and tire rolls that can kill you if you're not careful.
Oh, yeah. Top Go Station is also a very interesting level.
I was just about to say, going backwards through a level is apparently a thing in DKC games.
Yeah.
You actually gotta go left for once.
Yeah, I know.
Not in 3, really.
No. I think it's only really 1, really. 2, you have a few levels, if you want to collect the extra stuff. But this is
a lot more vertical.
This is the first water level, which there's a trick coming up with End Guard that allows for faster movement. It's called what's it called? The fast. I don't even know what the name is.
Fast End Guard.
Fast End Guard, yeah.
You can actually do it on any animal if you press.
So I press A and up.
And hold up.
Yeah, and then basically you get a faster start.
I can imagine that being done on Rambi.
Yeah, you can, but it doesn't really seem to work as well.
And you're not gonna see it as much in this level, but in later water levels, you'll see End Guard's broken hitbox. We can go through objects and enemies.
Oh, like
the mincers and
yeah, Poison Pond. It's cool. There are no bonuses in any water levels in DKC1, which is unique to DKC1. DKC2 and 3 both have bonuses in the water levels. I'm not sure why they did that for this game, but for the sake of going fast, it is awesome.
The swordfish is one of my favorite animals in this game. Not gonna lie.
So here comes a tricky. This is extended roll right here. See if I can get it. Or not extended roll, but just extended roll, like a long roll, which is slightly faster than taking the barrels above.
Oh yes, I like this extendo for 101.
Very nice.
101 has a couple cool extendos.
Impressive.
All right. So this is just a simple bonus right here, and then basically the level from here is pretty straightforward. There's a roll here, but I'm not gonna get the fast. Oh, I got the fast version. Okay.
This part's easy to
Never mind.
mess up.
But yeah, you gotta time your jump on the Kremling right there, otherwise it runs over.
1-5 barrel beast.
Nice.
Rip.
Yeah.
The dream is dead.
There's also something called a fast exit, which I'm not really too sure how exactly it works, but Basically, you hold roll and right as you go through the exit or something.
If you so a fast exit is when you're holding Y and right as you go through the exit, like you roll, and then if you let go of Y and right and you repress it, and it cuts off the animation of walking into the exit and saves frame.
And here's one thing you'll notice: the bosses in this game are a joke. They're
Yeah,
very
I mean,
simple.
that rat, he's hilarious. You jump on him and he's like, oh, back pain, spinal injury.
And that trick I did right there is a pretty tough trick, especially in the one
God,
right
that
after it too.
extendo is crazy.
I got both of them, which is good.
My video is like a minute behind. I need to reload.
Oh,
Yeah, like in
that sucks.
DKC 3,
That's right.
the bosses are actually hard. It's like
Uh-oh.
it's kind of interesting.
If you're Donkey, you're dead. Basically, that's how it goes in this game.
That
Yeah,
sucks.
Donkey's slow.
At least I can get a DK barrel over here, so I'll just... I'm just gonna switch because I don't want to lose him.
Dang, we missed all the bananas. Rip. I am so far behind.
So this stage, my Carnage is like, it's a weird level how there's no bonuses in it at all. Which is nice, because that level's terrible.
Arguably one of the best levels in the game.
It's definitely it's even harder than Minecart Madness in my opinion.
Did you
Now
just
it's time
die and
for
you just hit the
bouncy.
exit,
This
or am I
level
really far behind?
That was an in-game warp.
Alright, here's the... This world starts the world with the warps, as you can tell. The next level is the first example of re-entering a level because of a warp. Because it's faster to warp into, like, to take the warp and then enter the level and just get the bonus and quit.
It's faster to hop on the wheels as well. For the wagon. Hopping up and down.
The minecart. I don't. Yeah, it depends on like the slope and stuff.
It's really complicated. I asked Tompa about it once, and he didn't even fully understand the mechanics.
I just do it for habit, really. I don't know. I've been doing it
Tires in
forever.
this game are just janky.
Tires are janky. E-skip here
Ah,
took me
I screwed
a
up
while
it.
to learn.
Ah, come on. Wait, Izan, are you watching through VOC?
Through what?
Okay,
VLC.
You're not then.
Oh, maybe not that.
The
bad.
way you watch through that,
Okay.
there's only like 2 seconds delay if you have BLC play.
Alright.
Now,
Maybe-
Stop
Dang.
and
Go
Go
down there.
Station has
I'm
one of the
watching
best
through
warps in the
better
game.
Twitch.
Oh, that's your problem right there.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's actually 2 routes to go about Stop and Go Station
Alright.
for 101%.
So
you can
here's-
go through the normal way, go
Yep.
through warpless,
And here it is right
and,
here.
just go through all the bonuses and go through.
My
or
sound
you can do
cue.
a DCR.
My sound cue for that is when you hear the barrel shoot off. I hold left, and so they'll always be going to sleep technically. So it's like
Or you
a,
can do what DCR just did, which is 15 seconds faster than going through the normal, the level the normal way, which is, by the way, a lot harder.
yeah.
Yeah,
So-
going left here is pretty
Nice
crazy.
job.
And I'm gonna try a bonus skip, but if I don't get it, I'm not gonna go for it. Obviously. Got it. Oh, I didn't get it. Wow. I shouldn't have done that.
How could you? Oh well,
It was close.
fine.
It was a clean level.
I sent you the instructions for it if you want to watch it with 2-second delay. Not a minute.
Yeah, thank you.
That's right. It's not really that useful for like bonuses that don't have that you don't have to wait for. Like this one was kind of pointless to do it, but I just wanted to show it off in case I got it.
Pretty nifty.
Oh, but here's a rather interesting trick which saved so many runs.
This
You
is
used-
the first instance of the super jump.
Yeah, you used to have to do a trick called tire over gap, where there's a tire farther over, and you had to roll it over the gap, which a lot of people lost their runs to. But if you do what I just did there, where you have Donkey Kong lose him on a slope, it stores a super jump, and you lose Diddy Kong, Donkey Kong goes flying in the air. So you get the warp barrel without going to get the tire. Pretty nifty.
And I don't know how much faster this is than going through the level the normal way without taking the warp. I'm gonna say it's like 15 to 20 seconds faster by taking the warp barrel.
So here we're gonna lose Donkey Kong coming up.
Nice damage boost.
Oh, I didn't go for the ump, whatever.
You'll get it one of these times.
If I remember. Alright, so basically what I was talking about with bonus skip, it's useful for these bonuses, because these bonuses, it's 10 seconds if you don't get the bonus skip. So you can see that there's like, I think 7 or 8 of these in the whole run, so that's like a lot of time wasted if you don't get the trick. But it's like a 1 frame, I think. I'm not even sure exactly.
It's gotta be.
It's very close to it.
So this boss here is one of the only bosses that actually has his RNG in it. You can get either high spawns or low spawns. They don't really lose
Wow,
much time.
that last
but
hit was perfect.
It is still good to get low spawns.
Damn, that last hit.
Yeah, I think that was the fastest you can get that.
Yeah, that was a good boss fight.
That was a pretty decent world too.
Alright, here's the world that I start to get a little trouble, but World 4 I think is my least favorite.
Why have I not known
I don't know.
VLC? This is so good.
But here's
know,
an
right?
interesting warp barrel where only Donkey Kong can get it, and you have to be there in less than 10 seconds.
Oh, that's the timing for it.
I think it's
But,
roughly that. It's not
This
exact.
is one of another weird instance where we go backwards through a level, save a little bit of time.
I lose all my runs to this and complete the level.
Ethan, this is how people usually restream, like for marathons.
Okay,
Do
thanks,
some
man.
TV shit.
Alright, so then now we're going to re-enter the level. This is where the warps are really useful. They save so much time. So any level that has a warp, you're going to take it. So then there's 2 more bonuses I can get in this level.
Now, there's a crazy hard strat you can do with Diddy in this
Oh,
level to
dang it, I shouldn't have done that.
roll.
Dude,
Yeah, what
You
he just
don't know until
oh,
you
man.
die, either.
Yeah,
You either get it or you die. Kind of unfortunate.
I'll try to go for one more time, but I'm not gonna. If I don't get it right away, I'm just gonna. Forget it.
You
Bas-
seem to kind of have to.
You have to basically go
hover
the
on
very,
tire a little
the
bit.
very edge of the tire before
Yeah.
you fall off. So it's like, it's really precise timing. Usually,
Yeah,
if
it's a lot harder than it
I
looks.
usually don't die when I do it, but if I miss it, then I'll just push the tire off because it's gonna be a lot slower to keep trying the trick. And
I
here,
think this is the first instance of using yourself to open a bonus. If that makes any sense.
and you can also do bonus skip there, but not worth it.
Oh, there we go.
All right, Treetop Town, same thing. We can take the warp, which on a lot of TVs you
actually
can't.
try to do the bonus skip, but if you haven't opened the bonus properly, it won't work. You'll start selecting, you won't get the exclamation point, and you'll have to do it
Yeah,
over again.
that's what I did with the millstone. Stop and go, which it's alright, I guess.
I think it has to do with Diddy being in the air. If Diddy's in the air, I think you got it.
I find
But if
bonus
it's still on
skips
the
with
ground-
the barrels to be a lot easier.
Yes, definitely.
So this level's pretty straightforward. You just keep going until you get to the bonus. Not much to it. Just do some big rolls and stuff. Most of these levels are pretty straightforward with the bonuses. They're not too far the way. There's only a few levels that can be tricky. And some levels later on like have some interesting tricks. And the level coming up right now, it has the first jump roll.
Nope. Oh yes, it does. I forgot about that.
If someone wants to explain that.
The 9-frame time saver.
A jump roll.
I got it.
No,
Wow, did you? Wow,
Yeah.
nice, dude. That's awesome.
very nice. However, this jump roll that he just did is actually kind of pointless, but it does save a little bit of time. It only saves 9 frames,
And that-
which comes to, okay, hang on, what's 9 divided by 60? This
I don't know.
saves.
But here right now I'm doing is a super jump,
Oh, well, never mind.
which basically it stores the jump, and when you lose your other Kong, the Kong that you're using now, just shoots up into the air for some reason.
Yeah, you're actually jumping infinitely until you let go of B.
So right now I'm
And
just
right
holding,
now he's-
holding
he's
right in
falling
line
now.
until I get to the barrel. It's a slightly shorter time frame for holding it than all stages. All stages you hold it until that one coming after B hits the left side of the screen. This one you do it on the right side of the screen, so you get to the barrel quicker.
Yes. So going back to jump rolls, a jump roll is a 1-frame trick. It is you land on an enemy and press Y on the same frame, and it glitches out the game thinking that you were jumping and rolling at the same time, and you go in a horizontal fashion at max roll speed.
Now, it's not exactly as simple as just pressing Y while landing on an enemy. It has to be specifically executing a roll while landing on an enemy.
Alright, so this level, not as bad as in 101%, but in all stages, this level used to kill all of my runs, and I used to be so upset about that.
Yeah,
But
if
with
you play
Bird
101,
nowadays.
With Espresso, it's so much easier.
Yeah, it is. I love it.
But I can't show off the awesome extended rolls.
However, there is a super weird way to, in the first bonus of Temple Tempest, you can accidentally warp yourself back to 1-1.
Really.
Really? Dang.
Yeah.
I actually found a weird wrong warp. I think it was
Did?
yesterday. Yeah, I game overed like my life, like I was dead, right? And then I was just spamming A, and it glitched out and just sent me back to the title screen without seeing the game over screen. But I had no lives. It was strange.
Huh. That's interesting.
It's right
Yeah,
here. I just run under the enemies, but you could do. There's a big extended roll that you do in all stages that I can't show off here, but it's like really cool if you get it.
Definitely one of my favorite extendos in the game.
And basically just finished out the level. This level's pretty simple, but the next level is, I think, probably my least favorite level in 101%.
Not that bad.
Oh, gang, not
It's
getting
okay.
any love today.
This is the only level that you actually die in, because it's actually
You
faster.
should go for the jump roll.
I don't know how to do it. But it's faster to die because it saves time over backtracking.
That jump
Yeah,
roll's
there's
pretty
actually
outdated.
5
5
bonuses
bonuses,
in
yeah.
this
And they're
level.
all basically the same, except for 2. So here we get Espresso, we get the checkpoint, then we get a bonus, and then we die. You'll see
PCR
that.
if your phone just went off. It's me. Sorry. I don't know if you get Twitter on your phone or not, but I just tweeted about it.
Alright. But here we go. Here's the first boring bonus, which is using any percent, and then now we kill ourselves.
I didn't know
First
you
and
could
t-
just roll through that.
The only intentional death in the run.
Because it saves a lot of time over backtracking. So here we just go back and get Espresso and go to the beginning. Which is really weird, like if you're looking at it for the first time. But there is a jump roll, as Ethan was talking about there, that you can do to get this bonus. But it's stupid.
It's really
It
stupid.
used to be in all
Yeah.
stages until they re-allowed the wrong warp, which I'm glad they re-allowed it.
Wow, this guy. If you were to go for the jump roll, you would actually have to reroute this level because you would go for it first. Which would.
I think it'd be slower
interesting.
because then you wouldn't have Espresso. I don't
Yeah, I
know.
was thinking about that too, actually.
Alright, so these
Yeah.
bonuses are really simple. They're all the same, as you can tell.
If you're playing on 1.0, I found a really weird way to leave the next bonus with Ramby. I have a video of it on my YouTube.
I think I've seen that.
Yeah, I did show you it.
And this level's over. It's pretty simple. Just like the going backwards part can be a little annoying. Sometimes I've seen it where the last Kremling before the claptraps, you get hit by some reason.
That's really
Oh,
weird.
that's frustrating. I've done
So I
that.
just slow down slightly before him.
Another water level. Enjoy the music. However, it's not as bad as the next one that's coming up.
I think it's
I
my
actually really enjoy this level.
I think it's my favorite water level.
Yeah, I would
It's
say
definitely
so
seemed like
too.
the fastest paced one.
The strats towards the end are cool.
Yeah, this is a first example of you can utilize Enguard's bad hitboxes to go through the enemies.
As
Mostly
I was
the,
trying to say in World 1, On Guard kind of goes through a weird change from all three of the games. In DKC 1, he's broken. In DKC 2, he's a whiny little bitch. And in DKC 3, he mans up like nothing. Or something.
it's basically impossible to get hurt with him a lot of times. But I didn't really go for it.
GKC2 were like so janky with the animal buddies.
Alright, here's a
Kind of
trick with this
ridiculous.
boss where
Oh yeah, this trick is awesome.
you jump up and you release your barrel at a certain time, you can actually hit the B earlier, which actually sets up the perfect hitting cycle.
I've actually learned how to do that. It's so free.
And apparently if you pick up the left barrel, it's actually slower. Like you actually lose frames,
You lose
Yep.
a frame every time you pick up.
which
the
is
left
really
barrel.
kind of stupid, but I
You
think because
also lose either 1 or 2 frames every time you jump on an enemy.
yeah, but
Lepanok FTW timed it.
you don't like you're obviously not gonna avoid enemies because it's
No.
slower.
But in certain levels, like in Tanked Up Trouble, where there's a lot of enemies that you don't need to jump on,
So
like
basically,
save frames.
you saw how like every time I was able to hit the B like perfectly. Basically that's because I got the first early hit. Otherwise, like he'll like go around the stage and it's a pain in the neck. And the boss lasts a lot longer.
There's a very cool trick coming up here called a barrel boost,
That was scary.
and I will explain it after DCR gets it.
I'm not gonna go for that. Also, a funny thing, it's actually slower to roll on ice or snow, so you'd better just walk or jump. And this is the barrel boost, which I got it. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, so when you jump off of slope with a barrel in your hands, it just gives you this incredible movement boost. You can do it on the corner of any level, like any platform. It doesn't just have to be ice,
Alright,
but
and here is
in
a
ice, it's pretty free.
extended roll. I just screwed up. Wow.
I don't like this extendo
Yeah,
at all.
this extended roll is a pain.
I think you need to hit the third
Yeah, you
crown
do.
in order to do it. Yeah.
My timing was a little off.
I think I've
There we
only
go.
ever got that one like once.
It's part of the theory test from Tampa, and I did.
Funny, I actually like this extendo.
It's not that bad. The timing can be like you have to be like very good timing there. And here you just do a simple extended roll to skip the whole section because that section is horrible with the barrels.
Oh
Really?
my god, imagine if you didn't have this barrel here.
Yeah.
That's really weird. I don't do an extendo for that part. I just go on and hit the vulture, and then I do like a weird little wiggle, and then I jump into the barrel.
Well, it's slower probably.
Oh well.
And here's a barrel. You come back to this level for this barrel. You can get a bonus skip, but let's see if I can try it.
It's off screen though, that's very hard to
I
do.
can't do it. I don't know the timing for those. And then we just start select.
When you get the chance, yeah.
As you can tell, there's a continuous pattern with levels with warps. Usually go in, you get the warps that are like right there, and then you come back to the level and get the last bonuses, sorry. And then you take the warp. And here's an instance where you get a bonus, take a warp, and then you actually take another bonus and then leave the stage. And I don't think it's faster to. There's a trick you can do which you can scale above the rope, which is useful in any percent all stages. I don't think it's really useful in this category because you have to travel over to it. So you just switch. It's not that hard. And I've had a funny instance. You go backwards here, where I have a highlight of it, where like the necky and all those ropes like were not even there, and
Oh, really?
I jumped out in the middle of nothing and I died. It was like the worst thing ever.
That's interesting.
Yeah. And then basically now you just finish out the level. The optimal amount of ropes, like jumps, on this last rope right here is 6. I didn't get it.
Yeah, up in 6 is good.
I got
If you
8,
can
I
get
think.
up in
That was pretty
6,
awful.
You have some good ropes.
And there's another bonus that you have to get.
Please don't go for the bonus skip. It's not worth it.
I'm not gonna go for it.
Okay. Yeah, this is another instance where he could do a bonus skip, and it would only save like 4 seconds. About.
Alright, and upcoming
roughly
here
around 4 seconds.
is a level that can cause a lot of trouble.
Ice Age Alley. This used to be a huge run.
You do
kill
not
for me.
want to hit the checkpoints, because if you do and you die, it's like over. Basically, you have to beat
You're
the
gonna
level.
have a bad time.
And I'm gonna go for a risky strat here to skip this bonus, like inside of it. Basically, it skips the barrels,
Nice.
and the hitboxes of the mini neckies are the best. Can't get hurt unless like they shoot.
Oh,
Unless you're
completely
playing
broken with
1.2.
Espresso. Espresso can just run through.
This
the,
level used to give me a lot of
neckies.
trouble. So this is the bonus that I'm talking about. You do not want to get the checkpoint if you happen to die because you can't reach it. I've had a run where I got the checkpoint by accident and then I died. It was terrible because you can't continue because you have to beat the stage and then re-enter the stage.
Oh wow, yes, that's true. That would definitely suck.
Alright, and now here is the longest level in the game. It's even longer than Tanked Up Trouble with like just playing normally. Actually, this level is actually like about 5 to 6 seconds slower than when the banana hits the ground in World 6 to the banana hitting the ground after K. Rool. It's actually slightly slower still, which is pretty sad. But it's a nice breather level. But you can lose a lot of time in this level if you're not careful.
Oh yeah. If you don't like corner every corner properly, you're losing time. Every time you bump into a wall, you lose a second also.
And also, this level is so easy, like, whereas in the GBA version, like, the Croctopus are always, like, just about to hit you.
Dang.
Like,
I don't think I've ever played the GBA
that level
version.
is such a pain in the neck on this version. On that
I
version.
still need to get the GBA version.
I played it a long time ago when I was a kid, but I don't really remember much of it.
And this is the only water stage that you do not get end guard, because it's out of the way, and it's worse because all the sharp corners and stuff.
We think there's a theoretical way to bring Espresso into this level.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tompa actually quit on the task because he wasn't able to beat the level with Bird because the camera wasn't scrolling properly.
No, how come they haven't found a way to bring On Guard into the level?
That would be kind of interesting.
That'd be weird.
That would do you think that would actually speed this up though?
Oh, for sure.
But the problem
I'm gonna test that out
but then again, the
after
problem
this.
arises with like the corners. I feel like slightly
Yes, it definitely would.
because then you
but-
you can't really go fast with him because of all the corners and stuff. You can never really boost. It's like only a few times you'll be able to actual boost because a lot of times you're just climbing up or down or just taking sharp corners.
Now, if we had DKC2 Espresso, then that would be this level would be.
Yeah, because DKC 2 and 3 like Espresso is like I think his forward like when you like press the Y button whatever.
Yeah,
he
well,
moves
and
a lot
charge,
quicker.
right?
His charge is a lot quicker, but like the general charge he reacts a lot faster. And obviously, as the trilogy progresses, he basically becomes more invincible. I feel like. All right, so that level's down. This level is you actually do not get Squawk because he causes a lot of lag, which is no good. This level with lag is really tough.
But it looks pretty impressive though.
Yeah, and unfortunately you will get Squawks automatically after this bonus, which sucks. Oh wow, I actually completed the bonus. All right, this is what you should never see this in this run.
No, that's very unlucky. That's
He
awesome.
us.
I've always worried about doing that in a
So now this part's a lot trickier with. I can't do the freaking.
There are some parts that
Okay.
because the lag is a bit random, so you can actually die because of the bird.
Alright, so this is a pretty simple level. The next level has a pretty... At first, it's a tough trick to like understand and get, but it's actually really simple, which I'll have
I
whoever
still
wants to
think this
explain
is
it.
one of the hardest levels in the game.
Really?
But whoever
I
wants to
enjoy
whoever
it
wants
so
to
much.
explain this one, more than welcome to do it.
Sure. So what he's going to do is he's going to scroll the screen to the left pretty much, which is going to position the tires just in reach of him to do two very precise rolls. And it looks cool, and it is just as hard as it looks. It is a quite precise trick.
But
Jump.
it saves a lot of time.
A good like 4-5 seconds, I would say, definitely. So he got it. That was good. You can see he just barely makes it across.
That trick used to give me so much trouble until, like, I finally realized that you actually have to scroll the screen a certain amount. Then if you do that, you'll always get it.
I
Right.
just learned it yesterday. I'm so happy.
And apparently there's a trick here that's you can roll under the B's, but I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, with any percent all stages, you wouldn't be in the bonus, so it's positioned little bit differently, and it's easier in my opinion.
Okay, this boss has an actually interesting mechanic where if you hit the boss after he does his jumps, that actually cancels out the next cycle. I'm on the wrong side of the boss fight, whatever. Oh, I missed that. I was too late. It's okay.
Oh well.
At first, I thought you were just gonna sacrifice Diddy.
I have no
and
idea what I was
just gonna
doing there.
laugh.
But basically, every hit he does an extra jump. So basically, after he does his 3 jumps, you get hit with Donkey Kong, and then that resets him to 0 jumps. Which I completely. I was on the wrong side too, which is okay, but whatever.
I'm gonna say something real quick. Thanks for the follow, Abel and Nighty. Thank you for following. If you guys enjoy the run, also follow DCR Gamer. He's the one currently doing the run.
Alright, here is the first bonus, which I call bonusception. So I'm gonna go for the fast strat here.
This has the meanest bonus.
Ah, I
in
went
here.
too fast.
It's a bonus inside a bonus.
That sucks.
Oh,
Oh no!
That's alright. I'm gonna do the stage again, but I'm gonna finish it out.
don't worry, this stage is fun. You'll enjoy playing it a second time.
Now there's
So-
a crazy, stupid, ridiculous. I would love to say task only jump roll, but I've seen Closty get it once. But in this stage, and it only saves 1/6 of a second.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
It's
This
crazy.
extended roll he just did here. Oh yeah, you can't do it because of the bonus.
Yep.
Sad.
Next
That's
part
my-
coming up is pretty intense.
Alright, I'm gonna go
Yeah, this
for
is
it.
my least favorite section of the game. Period.
Here we go.
Like this section right here.
I got it. We're good.
Dude. This took me a while to
Wonderful.
learn.
Unfortunately-
There you go. Now don't forget the bonus.
Unfortunately, I have to go back for the bonus, but that's alright. There's a fast strat which I attempted, but I was a little too fast, actually, which is funny. Basically, you have to get all 3 bananas to, actually, you get a barrel and you can open up the next bonus. And you have to actually jump at the bonus, otherwise you won't get in it. And that's it. I messed it up. That's okay. But now, track. You take the warp, and then you come back, and this is the first stage that has a jump roll that saves like 30 plus
38
seconds.
seconds.
So if I get it, that'll be pretty cool.
Oh, good bonus.
Jump rolls are my favorite thing ever.
Basically, as we said before, it's a 1-frame trick, which basically you have to get if you want a good time. There's no
Yeah, the
question.
world record has all 3 major jump rolls in it, which equals up to about
It's like over a
minute and
minute
45 seconds.
for this run. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then you have to manipulate the bird. So here we go. Ah, that's too late. It's close. Basically, it brings you halfway through the level.
So the current world record for this category is 50 minutes and just barely to 1 second by a New Age retro hippie.
And basically, he admits it himself that it's a bad run. The only reason he beat the best time is because of the jump rolls. So
Yes, there's a Japanese winner that actually has
Like,
a
you
much
can-
faster time.
you can get like
advantage.
a mid, or maybe like a, I don't know, mid to low 49 without jump rolls, I think.
You can get a 47 with all 3.
So like, yeah, the jump rolls. It's really jump rolls are the last step.
That's what bridges your time to world record pace.
And here we go. This mini Necky's hitboxes, the best.
Oh yeah,
What?
Screw
I
it.
forgot about that. You
I
didn't
never
know
knew
that,
about
Sarah?
that. That's awesome.
And here's a bonus skip coming up soon, which I don't know if I'm gonna go for it, but we'll see if I get it. Usually with the barrels, I can tell if I got it a little more. The regular bonuses, I'm not so good with that.
Bonus skip for barrels. The only way how you can tell if you got it is the moment you hear pause. If you know you've got it, is if you hear the barrel go off at the same time.
This is probably the hardest bonus skip because the barrel shoots off immediately.
And it saves minimal
elevator
time
and
also.
six-
So this is actually the first. This is the first level in the run that there's no warp, but you actually actually it's not the first. It's the second level where there's no warp in this stage, but you get the very first bonus later, like after you finish the stage.
That oil roll that he just did is deceptively hard.
It
If your
is
roll is
very-
bad, you will just plummet and die, and there's no way to save yourself. I actually don't go for it.
Alright, I'm gonna take the
Neither
checkpoint.
do I.
And there's a trick at the end of this level called elevator manipulation, which I don't even do yet. It's like you can position the elevators to be in the most optimal positions,
I've
but
never
that's like
figured it out.
that's ridiculous.
It saves about a second and a half. It's it is pretty difficult for sure. Shoutouts to Lepanok for finding that.
So I'm just gonna take the safe way.
I like how Donkey's like standing
Here we
on
go.
the head and then he's like below the elevator. Like he just doesn't know where to go.
I didn't go
Also
far away, but
pretty
that's okay.
nerve-wracking is standing next to a bee that's as big as you.
That is very true.
Alright, so here's the last and hardest water level in the
Hey,
game.
wait, you forgot the bonus.
Oh, I did. I'll get that after. But anyway,
Oh
this
god, I'm gonna have to remember that.
this water level is
Just focus
Pain.
on this level. This is one of the dumbest water levels.
Wow, this is actually one of my favorite levels in the game. I really enjoy it.
I mean, okay, it's not crazy, insane, super hard, but it's just annoying to me.
There's a lot of places you can lose Endguard, and losing Endguard will result in a lot of time loss.
just
Agreed.
dying. Here's what I was talking about with the hitboxes. You can go right through that mincer.
I still do.
But
the
basically,
slow strat
fun-
where I just wait.
Fun fact, my first any percent all stages run ever with this game, I game overed 5 times on this level alone.
GG.
Well, it was fun. It was worth it because the second run was I destroyed that time. But yeah, I'm
Now
gonna-
go back and get that bonus.
yeah. Oh wow, I screwed that up. Actually, it sucks.
Oh. Oh well, it's fine.
I almost did it again. But yeah, this bonus is just a simple you enter, you quit.
Now, the
Marathon's
stage
reached over 500 follows. So
Nice.
thanks for the follows, guys.
Wow.
500
Awesome.
follower height. Perfect.
Alright, this level has a jump roll, but you don't do it in 101% because it's slower.
Now this stage, for me at least, is deceptively hard.
Getting the first bonus here, you can actually miss.
First bonus is the one I don't like is the tire run, like the middle. I find
Oh,
I miss
yes.
it way too many times.
Yes, that is quite annoying.
The next bonus that's coming up can be an absolute nightmare to try and get. At least for me.
Actually, I gotta say my first 101% run. I missed the first bonus because I didn't know where all the bonuses were. Because that bonus you can't even see it. It's like just
You can
hope.
just like not make it onto this tire, or your inputs will just get eaten. So like, no.
There, yeah, I got it. It's like as you're like going down the hill, you jump. Like that, I really dislike that bonus.
Yeah, it's not a good bonus.
That bonus has been a run killer for me.
I've lost runs to it, but that's because I go for the tire roll.
Honestly, I think that this world is the hardest world in the game by far.
Yeah,
I
agreed.
agree.
World 6
And
is
it
it's
is
a-
the best world.
Even
in
without
game.
the jump rolls in World 6, World 6 is pretty easy. Like majority of the levels are just like run, roll through enemies type thing.
Just except for platform perils.
Well, yeah.
Without jump
all
roll,
the middle levels,
platform
like-
perils is the hardest.
Manic Mincers has a tough trick. I almost forgot the bonus now. Which, like with Rambi, which I'll show up in, when I get there. Basically, you give him the Yoshi treatment, as I like to call it.
I think that's what everyone calls it. Where's my phone?
Betrayed.
Alright, so
Monster Kid.
this is a level that most people know as like a level that they hated so much when playing it. But this level is actually pretty simple. It's just if you follow the light patterns and you get used to it, the level can be very simple.
It's interesting. In the Japanese version, the lights actually stay on for pretty much ever and are off for only a fraction of a second, making this level extremely easy.
Oh, I wish I knew the frame.
And I'm coming
count on
here. I'm
that.
gonna skip a rope.
I haven't figured out how to. skip
Actually,
this
my
one
light
yet.
cycle's screwed up.
Thanks for the host, King Shrooms.
Yuck. That was my light cycles were completely screwed up.
So this bonus right here, after
Okay,
this one,
this is I've
can be-
hated this bonus because you have to
It
wait.
just sucks.
Alright, we're good. Phew. Basically, if you miss, and
Wow,
sometimes
I didn't even think about that.
sometimes I've thrown the barrel and it's despawned.
Yeah,
Okay, I know.
despawning that barrel is one of the worst things in existence.
Also, there's something that right there what happened where the keg hit the bonus and opened it, but I scrolled the screen and came back and the bonus closed up. Basically, if the bonus goes off screen, it'll just like close up, which didn't happen in Orangutan Gang. The lowest bonus towards the end, if if you go too fast. If you like open up too early, you can open it, but it'll close instantly.
Pretty much the lamest thing that can ever happen in a speedrun.
Okay, Donkey, go. You're actually useful now.
So like unlike 2 or 3 where like the bonuses stay open and you can retry the bonus, this game as soon as you enter the bonus, like it disappears from the game level.
This boss in the Game Boy Advance version is really weird. He's the same, but once the enemies go away, there's a TNT barrel appears and you have to throw
There's
it
one
at him.
one thing I would say though, it actually makes more sense.
Yes, it does.
does.
'cause
Like
you're
this
actually
makes no
damaging
sense.
the
You're
boss.
hitting enemies that hurt him. Like what? I
He
don't,
pretty much kills himself by just slamming himself on the ground repeatedly.
Yeah, he gets a concussion and goes out of commission. Pretty much.
it's pretty stupid. That's why he's a dumb drum.
Remember why you know do slap slides?
Oh, I want to try to get slap slide in here.
Thanks for the host, Spooty.
I got one. We're good.
I'm very impressed.
All right, here comes the final world of the game, which has the two big jump rolls.
Stage that's coming up now has the most useful jump roll ever.
And actually, this stage has 2 jump rolls. An easier version, which saves, well, easier to more people than not, saves 43 seconds, and another one that saves an additional, I think, 10 or 11 seconds, which is a lot harder.
Another one saves.
But to some
54,
people, it's a lot easier.
yeah, I don't know why, but King Tut is easier for me.
Well, let's see if I can get the other one.
King Tut is risky to go for though, because even after you get the jump roll, there are these 2 B's, and you have to make it past them, and you can either do a wiggle in between them, or you can do a left and a right at a certain position, and it's like a 5-frame window or something.
All right, I want to have silence here for a moment. Ah, it was too late on that one. That's right. But basically, that jump roll is a pain in the neck.
Very.
Oh, I gotta get the jump roll that means nothing.
The
Oh, yeah,
consolation
Ah, I
prize
screwed it
is a
up.
mess.
I screwed it up. This runs over.
Yeah, this run is over. Reset.
Basically, there's a jump roll there that does nothing. It's just for show. Unfortunately.
I like to call it the consolation prize.
I mean, you could
The
probably.
game's pretty much like, here you go, you didn't get the jump roll that saves
I mean, you
like
could
half
probably
the
wait it
minute.
out because over a certain period of time, you drop 1 pixel. So you could wait until you drop all the way and then use it. But
I think.
Could, yes.
Are you trying to explain what happens during a jump roll or not?
well, I kind of did, yeah. Basically, if you're, I don't know how long it is, but after a certain amount of time, you drop 1 pixel, which basically, if you saw, if I actually got the jump roll, like the other jump roll, I'll be doing it earlier in this level. You see, you go back and forth to skip a set of B's.
Just a friendly reminder: you already got 1 jump roll. Feel accomplished.
And as this is a more of a negative note, as much as jump rolls are awesome, this is definitely one that kills like a lot of people's hopes for this game. Like
I don't run this game anymore because of jump rolls.
jump rolls are just, since it's a 1-frame trick, and if it was in the beginning of the run, I think it'd be a little different. But since the very end, it's just like
And
it
then there's an
completely-
additional one on the very last level. in
it
the
turns
game.
you off. But the last level at least is not as bad because
It's not. That is true.
you can like, it's only like 10 to 15 seconds depending on how well you play.
was moved out of your channel.
Oh, okay.
Alright. So here's the level I was talking about with Rambi. It's a lot faster to use Rambi, and there's a trick, basically it's a damage boost, that sends you flying to skip a set of mincers.
Saves a good number of seconds, I think.
But it can be... Well, first I gotta see if I can survive with Rambi, because I'm 101%, your placement before that is like kind of screwy.
That beginning section that he just did is very deceptively hard. If you're too close to an enemy as you try and jump, Rambi will automatically lunge, eating your input to jump, and
Alright, so here we go,
you
right
just
here.
won't
This
be
part
able
is
to
like...
continue.
This part, it's slow here, and like on all stages it's a lot smoother. But here we
You
go.
can actually jump through those 3.
There we go, I got it. Basically, you have to jump at a certain point on the platform when it's in a certain position. And if you do it right, you can land across. And here's a faster strat. You can skip that not really a bonus thing. So you can get the barrel easier and quicker.
I think my first run I went into that thinking it was a bonus.
I used to think the bonus, the level, the part that had in Bouncy Bonanza with Winky. I used to think that was a bonus
Same.
for a long time, and then
Same.
I don't understand how it's not considered a bonus, to be honest.
Alright. So Misty Mine, there's a particular bonus at the end of this level which I used to always forget, and it's such a pain in the neck because of how tight of the area you have to get like the barrel
this one
across.
was tough even as a kid trying to get to it.
You'll see it
But-
at the end of the level more.
The stage has a jump roll, which he didn't go for, but it only saves 1 1/3 second exactly.
It's more useful in any percent, which is you could beat in less than 9 minutes.
Required in any percent now.
Shoutouts to New Age Retro Hippie for breaking the any percent record a few days ago.
Again, well, it's his record, but yeah. Okay, so here's the first bonus. The next bonus is coming up really quickly. This section of the level I actually really like, the claptraps. So here it is, the bonus. Let me see if I can not screw up.
What's weird
There
though
we go, I
is,
got it.
on Espresso is in that first bonus, but you don't use her.
Yeah, because it's the very end of it.
That bonus also, that's where the Kong letters are. I've wanted to time it because it brings you farther into the level, and I wonder if it would be faster for any percent all stages.
Okay, I kind of butchered that section, but it's okay. And there's a trick at the end of this section where you can skip the last oil drum, but I'm not doing it.
That is another thing required for any percent. It's a very scary jump.
And that's just a big
Very.
extended roll there. Alright, next stage is the second to last. Loopy Lights is a rather simple stage. Oh, I didn't show it off. Basically, you can roll into that first claptrap because it's basically programmed as a naughty because of lazy programming for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that.
There is a dumb jump roll in this level, which I've only seen useful in the tasks, and I asked Tampa about it. He says you can't remember how much it saves, probably about 20 frames, which is 1/3 of a second.
Let's see if I
I've
get it.
never- I didn't even
Oh,
know there
I didn't get the
was.
Swedish roll. That sucks.
Dang, dude. I think you should reset.
Yeah. So basically, if you don't know who Tampa is, he's basically like the task guy. He knows everything about every game, or
Red blanket
like
man.
he's like the best. You can ask him anything about the classic games, and he'll know.
Yeah, he's a cool guy too. He's very friendly.
It's like, oh, this trick is like it's like this X amount of frames. It's like, how do you know that?
Let's not forget about Arn the Great.
All right, I'm not gonna go for this,
Yeah, Arnie the Great was
little roll
actually the one
here.
who found jump rolls originally.
but I'm gonna go for tire rolls here. And then this section I can skip the 2Bs. Shout out to Eason. I don't know. So,
He used to find this impossible.
yeah, I used, but it's so much farther than you can see.
I know.
There we go.
You like, you want to roll earlier,
All right.
so you can't see the end of.
And here's the
platform.
final level of the game, with the last jump roll, which hopefully I'll get.
I hope you don't, so you can get the golden barrel strap.
Oh yeah. It's tough. Well, if I miss it, then I'm going for the golden barrel, definitely.
There are a lot of different ways that you can do this level, and a lot of them are minor time savers, but put together without jump rolls optimally, this is
Yes,
by
got the jump
far
roll.
hardest
Alright,
one
this
to
is the
get.
jump roll. I got it.
Wow. this
Yeah,
guy doesn't
perfect.
like the golden barrel strap.
So I got one jump roll in this run. Oh, two. Sorry. Forgot about.
So this particular jump roll saves anywhere from 14 to 15 seconds,
So you're-
and we call it the dank spin sometimes. Shoutouts to Hippie.
So I'm
But
not.
what happens during the jump roll is, words from Tampa, you fall 1 subpixel every frame, so you're falling 1 pixel every 256 frames, so pretty much about every a little bit more than 4 seconds.
So right there, I wasn't holding any inputs. All you have to do, you press Y, and for this one in particular, you have to just press it and let go. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you'll break out of it.
It's really weird. I don't
Some
know
jump rolls
why.
you can hold it. Some jump rolls you press Y, you break out.
I think this is the only jump roll where you have to just press Y.
And that's that level. There's one more bonus, and then we're
That was
two
last
bosses.
chance for bonus yump, by the way.
Oh well.
Yeah,
You can make up for it for slap sliding through K rule.
yeah. Don't pull a Hippie and actually play the bonus.
All right. Final boss. A lot of times in my runs, I used to like after the first like hit, then I would like try to go from again. Then I forget it's not the same fight. It's basically the same fight except he shoots an extra nut every time you hit him.
Boss always seems slow because you can't hit him optimally after he shoots the last nut out, like you can in the second world.
Agreed. This boss is weird.
I just always feel like I'm going slow when I do this.
All right,
now.
so
Having
this
to wait for him to shoot his nut.
this. All right, so this is the last segment.
Jesus.
Time is coming.
Frankie.
Time is coming up in like a little over 2.5 minutes, or roughly 2.5 minutes. I'll let you know when. This fight, I love this fight, and I like the music a lot.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite tunes in the game.
I've heard some pretty sweet remixes of it. There was a guy on YouTube I listened to called Man Dan or something. He did a remix where he mashed together the SNES and GBA version of the song.
So there
Pretty awesome.
are these points in this level that you can actually like stand and you don't get hurt by the cannonballs, but I'm not gonna bother. I don't know them.
Real men don't do that.
And as you can see, I'm like jumping on him immediately. Basically, you can hit him like there's a certain, I don't know how much time you have, but you can like hit him like the moment he throws his crown.
Yeah,
Which-
it's called crownless if you don't see his crown.
That was a
Like,
crownless.
You're pretty much hitting him on the exact frame that you land on him. So time-wise, this boss is actually quite technical because of how much time you can save. And going for crownless every hit is definitely risky.
Yeah, I've lost Diddy so many
Yeah.
times.
I wouldn't say it's as risky as Dustless on Captain K. Rool.
All right, so 3 more hits and then time. This is the fake credits.
Time will be when the banana touches the ground.
So yeah, get ready for it.
Man, somebody needs to learn how to spell. At least they used OU in coloring. I'll give them that.
Well, it's
Yeah,
British.
BCR, what's your PB for this?
5317. No, 47.
You're about to PB, bud. Just throwing that out there.
Dude, no. All right, so 3 hits. 3 hits. Okay, so 1 more hit after this hit.
Brown.
All right, and time.
5209.
Nice.
Yeah!
Yeah, that was a really
nice.
solid run. Congrats.
That was really good.
Wow, I PB'd.
Yeah, sub 1 hour high.
I PB'd by a minute and a half. Wow, so
Oh, wow.
I had my splits
That's
up.
really good.
I had my splits up, so wow. World 3, I was 32 seconds behind PB. And then World 4, I was +4, and then -101, -130, -130. Wow, nice.
Did really well. Congrats on the run,
Is
DCR.
this the first PB of the marathon?
One of 2.
One of 2.
Yeah, there's only been like 2 PBs, so.
All right, thank you everybody. Wow, that was a good run. Now we can see if it's 101%. Oh wait, was it? I didn't look.
I
Oh,
wasn't
God.
looking either.
We'll find out. Should we watch the credits or do you want to like just skip to the?
The credits are hilarious.
Actually,
Wait,
we got
how do you know if it's 101?
the file. We'll show it.
Also,
And
the
something
part
in the
before the
text
credits.
here.
Yeah, we skipped.
Also, what?
What? You go ahead.
Also, the part before the credits, Cranky will be like, "What a player you are, Donkey, my boy! You have found everything. You're nearly as good as I used to be."
Basically.
Or something like that.
Something like that.
But yeah, we'll watch the credits because these credits give the feels.
They
Oh
definitely
god,
give the
this
feels.
song made me bawl my eyes out when I was little.
I just like
aquatic
when
bed.
This-
slides Donkey's finger.
This
and
and this
Donkey
and
just dummies him.
this game and DKC2's credits are like the best.
Agreed.
They're just so good.
Where's- yeah, amazing credits. Oh, I've played that game before.
Technical stuff.
Four Squid Shark, Bite.
How much time do I have before my section's over?
About 7 minutes.
Yeah.
6, 7
But I
minutes?
mean,
Don't
the
see
other.
glitches.
I think the next people are already pretty much ready. So I mean, you can show us some things real quick if you want. But how far are behind schedule are we? Are we still behind schedule really
Like
bad?
15 minutes.
Yeah.
Because I had to skip one run because he didn't show up. Because apparently his brother bullied him off the computer. There's that.
That's
Who
a
is that?
legit reason.
Trying to remember his name. Afro, Peter Afro.
Oh, person whose marathon got like his stream
Banned?
got taken off because someone streamed porn.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Hey Jay, I thought you were getting some sleep.
Matt wanted me to reboot the RTMP. Do you guys still need me to do that?
I mean, we're in between a run, so you can do that real quick if you want to.
It's up to you guys whether or not it's been working pretty smooth.
What do you think, Matt? I mean, I thought it seemed fine.
I was having some lag issues. It kept like crashing for me here and there for VLC.
Isn't... Wait, hold on, let me just check something quickly.
Okay, well if that's the case, then I'll just quick reboot it. Can you guys disconnect from it, please?
Yep.
Okay, it'll be back up in about a minute or two. I'll let you know.
But thank you so much for the run, DCR. If you guys enjoyed the run, make sure you give DCR a follow. I'll link his Twitch in the marathon stream.
Alright, yeah, well thank you guys for having me here.
Yeah, it was really fun to watch. Good job on your PB.
Thanks.
This is Mr. Zero the
Congratulations.
Man signing out.
So yeah, this was Eason and Mr. Zare the man who helped me here.
It was awesome.
Alright, thank you guys.
No problem.
Oh wow. Who made this?
Okay.
Wait, who made this?
So up next,
Disconnected.